Lil, thanks for coming. Are you ready to help us whack-a-mole?
What's the scoop so far?
Yesterday, we captured an enemy spy who confessed that they were meeting with their informant, who is part of the GLA. But before we could get a name out of them, the spy chomped down on a poisoned tooth. We've gathered 6 suspects. One of them is definitely the traitor, but so far they're all sticking to their stories.
Well, I have done this once before, but it was a low-stakes situation with my little friends. I guess I'll see what I can figure out.
You can interact with each of them twice. They'll just repeat their stories after that. See if you can detect any inconsistencies about their whereabouts last night, and catch them at a lie.
Last night I was attending my sister-in-law's cousin's nephew's birthday party. It was quiet down by the Goblin Bowl arena, with it being an away game and all, so I didn't see anyone on my way home. I don't know why anyone would suspect me. I have a leftover apple tart in my freezer to prove it.
I know where I was last night. I was at the big game happening downtown, but I'm more concerned about the big guy to my right. Have you ever met a troll you liked or even trusted? Something seems fishy about his story, if you ask me.
Fine, I'll confess. I don't actually have any leftover apple tart in my freezer because I ate it on the way home. My sister-in-law's cousin's nephew's mother is a professional cook and I couldn't resist. You should lock her up for the crime of making irresistible desserts.
I was quietly meditating in my chambers last eve. The degrading acts of skulking in shadows you're picturing are obviously more in line with a creature half the honor of an elf. Someone like a halfling, perhaps? They're half the size, therefore they're half as trustworthy. Stop wasting everyone's time, and accuse that suspicious-looking halfling already.
I told you, I was at the Goblin Ball Arena last night. I live around the corner from the stadium, so after the match I went straight home, no funny business. I'd ask that elf. Hard to trust those uptight, pointy-eared snobs.
I was at a friend's house. A friend who was out of town. I was at their house while they were out of town. They asked me to water their plants while they were out of town. It's the truth. It was... All right, fine, you caught me. I didn't go to a friend's house to water their plants. I was out on a date with a human I met last week. Guess I still feel weird talking about it, but the date went great.
Listen, I know everyone's gonna think it was me because I'm a literal mole. But last night I was at a bar in Little Ogre Town watching the Goblin Ball game, I swear. I never miss a game, even when they're out of town like they were last night. I honestly have no idea who the traitor is, but all I know is that it's not me. Ask anyone who works at the bar in Little Ogre Town. They'll remember me. I'm a really bad tipper.
Last night, I was here with Chuck organizing flyers for the war rally. You can ask him yourself. But if you're looking for a mole, look to my left. They're literally a mole. What more could you ask for? Chuck will vouch for me. I was here. I've got Brawler Seasons tickets, so some nights I'm at the arena, but last night they were playing out of town. As to who the traitor is, I don't know what else to tell you. Don't overthink it. They're a freaking mole person. You're looking for a mole! Come on!
So, Lil, who is it? Who is the traitor?
I think it was... the Cyclops.
What? Why me?
Because you claimed you went to the Goblin Ball match last night, but the Brawlers played an away game. You're clearly lying.
Very clever, little girl, but it's no matter. you and your kingdom will burn, and out of the ashes a new glorious nation shall be born.
Take them away, Carl.
Good work, Lil. We couldn't have done it without you. We'll make sure they're properly punished for their crimes.
Oh, just one more thing before I go.
Yes?
I got nothing. I just always wanted to say that. Is there someone hiding behind that tree?
It's me, Fredo, here to facilitate all of your illegal gambling needs.
I thought you were banned.
I was, but I figure I can run faster than that ogre they've got running security. So it's a gamble I'm willing to take. Speaking of gambling, here are the teams at play, kiddo. Which one do you want to hear about? What a ragtag team this turned out to be. With all their star players off either fighting in or defecting and fleeing from the war, this was a real scramble to find anyone willing to play. You got your few eager and excited hardcore fans out on the field, but then you got some real slobs they had to drag out of the gutter. But hey, it's the home team, right? Here are the teams at play. This team is made up of extremely elderly former Goblin Ball superstars. Their fundamentals are unmatched, but most of them are quite hard of hearing, can't hear the captain call plays, and it gets a little, shall we say, chaotic out there. Their star frontman on the tube slide is one to watch, because he tends to wander off and we don't want him to get lost. How much are you looking to gamble?
Good play.
All right, kid.
Didn't say you were allowed.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have time to answer a few questions today?
Sure, why not?
Well, that's just great.
Oh, steel
Brace yourself for
cards,
some
not
pole
paper.
zazz. That's a pole, but with pizzazz, in case you forgot.
No.
Well, okay then.
Buns, 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 buns!
Oh God, not again.
Oh boy. Well, I got a team together somehow. I didn't get to give them any of the secret sauce, so I've just got to cross my fingers here.
Let's watch some Goblin Ball.
I don't know if I can really call what we've seen today Goblin Ball. Whoever rustled this motley crew of sprawl men, women, and creatures should be slapped in the mouth. Not to mention the Barranquilla Barracudas. Their star frontsman on the tube slide is playing like he had a stroke. What? What's that? I've just been alerted that the Barracuda's star frontsman on the tube slide has suffered a massive stroke. I feel terrible. Now, back to our live coverage. Although these new brawlers have struggled valiantly, the Barracudas have a slight lead. Their only chance is the final triple hopscotch. Number 12 heads into the straightaway, hops, and oh, that's too bad. They only manage the double hopscotch, and the Sprawl Brawlers lose to the Barranquilla Barracudas. Well, isn't that just a kick in the teeth?
Lucky guess, kid. Come back next time for all your illegal gambling needs. Just ask for Fredo.
Every time there's a game so far, it's easier to tell, or the person giving me the chance to gamble is I let them in, so I had the reason to know who was going to win in the first place. I'm cheating.
Oh, hi, Lil. Back home after a long day's work?
You know it.
What a laugh. You, a working stiff.
It's a riot. Hey Arda, you got a pen and paper?
So
I
apparently
want to send my
Strum
dad
doesn't still
another
hear
letter.
you, they only hear me.
Is this better?
Oh, sure. Here you go.
This time, I really want to cheer Dad up. What kind of joke should I tell him?
What kind of joke should I tell them? They heard me before. I'm gonna assume that's a no, seeing you didn't say anything.
It hasn't gone to it yet.
But it's very slow, apparently. I see where it is.
Yeah.
I guess we'll wait. Cause I said this why in the bar in, and we're not in the end. Why wait? I can check if I see lighting up. I
It
mean,
keeps freezing for me, so...
I see it lighting up. So they must be hearing me because it's lighting up for the mic. Well, what kind of joke should I write? A good joke or a dirty joke? I love you too.
That should put a smile on his face. Thanks, Arda. Oh, can you send it for me?
My pleasure. I know how much your dad loves to hear from you. We're all thinking of your dad, Lil.
Oh, this is so weird, being out with you. Anybody could see.
Aw, honey. It's what's on the inside that matters. I'm not embarrassed to be seen with you.
Embarrassed to be seen with me? I'm worried someone's going to see me with a human and tell my mother.
Oh, brother.
Him too.
Okay, you're very quiet.
Quiet's better than not hearing me.
Yeah, it's like I could barely hear you talk.
I don't know what to do about that though.
It's fine. Enjoy your game.
Will, how are you holding up?
Not too many game overs today, Garbs.
I'm not really sure what that means, but maybe I've got something for it.
There we go. That's full. I just need the ring. Other ones. I smoking?
I think I've done everything I.
Yeah. Your voice is so quiet, baby. Probably going to be even harder to understand now that the cat's laying right next to the mic. Well, enjoy cat nibbles, apparently, everyone. Do you like entertaining the guests, apparently? Just biting them?
Happy St. Swithin's Day to all our listeners. We're here live down at the parade where St. Swithin himself is set to make an appearance any minute now.
Oh, I think I see him. Yes, there he is, riding merrily atop his rain cloud, throwing many barometers to the happy dancing children below.
Just a reminder, because of the parade's extensive and convoluted route, many stores and services will be closed today.
We'll now take the traditional 267 minutes of bagpipes in honor of St. Swithin's Day.
Huh. I guess there's no letter from Dad today because of the holiday. I hope he's doing okay.
Come on, give it back already. Stop saying that.
All right, break it up, you two.
Lil, what are you doing here?
I live here. What are you doing here?
I work here. I got a job getting rid of the rats.
There's a lot of rats in here, Lamont.
I'm not very good at it. These rats are pretty smart. This one stole a crystal that I found. No, I found it. Ugh. Lil, can you talk to him or something?
Listen, my friend here is not the sharpest tool in the shed.
We're not in a shed.
Point proven. Can you, being the more intelligent creature, just give in and let him have his crystal?
Hey, he gave it back! Thanks, Lil. Now, shoo! Get out of here!
Okay, geez. I have to go to work anyways.
No, not you. The rat. Can you tell Isla and Simon that I won't be able to meet up with them? I have to clear all these rats before this place opens tonight. You might as well take this crystal. I was supposed to meet her at Councilwoman Asher's office. I was supposed to meet him down by the docks. I don't need luck. I need a foolproof way to get rid of these rats.
Lil, it's good that you're here. Wait, tell me, are we having this conversation for the first time? Second? Are we stuck in a loop?
We are not stuck in a time loop. I don't mess with the chronometer after hours. I'm frightened enough of being sent back in time or forward in space or whatever, using it at the guard shed.
I'm glad to hear it. The readings I've been receiving from the device have been outside of my comfort zone. Not to mention the fact that those mages seem hell-bent on manufacturing another one.
What is with those mages? It seems like for every lovable stoner like Echo, there's 3 spooks like Tyronius these days.
That's an extremely perceptive observation. You're working the night shift again tonight, correct? I'd like to requisition an upgrade for one of your tools. Which one would you like me to upgrade? It is done.
Gee, thanks. That's awesome.
I just hope it's not too little too late considering what we're up against.
What does that mean?
Just stay focused on the task at hand. That's all any of us can do.
That's still pretty vague.
I'm just trying to get us through this in one piece.
Fine, don't tell me.
Goodbye, Lil.
Goodbye, Dr. B.
Lil? How unexpected.
Does Ash's assistant Travis know you're in here?
Oh, he knows. And he's not happy about it. Councilwoman Ash took me on as her new unpaid intern. My mom said this will fast track me to get into the youth politician training program for two-faced cutthroats and liars, or the YPTPT-FCL. She says it'll help build character.
Yikes. I'm here because I'm supposed to tell you that Lamont won't be able to meet up later. He's, stuck at the office.
Oh, that hard-working lug. He'll be the perfect trophy husband for me. He's so distractingly handsome that it'll both impress and intimidate my opponents.
Okay, well, let me know if there's anything I can do to help you with that.
Now that that you mention it.
Oh, crap.
The YPTPTFVL does have an entrance exam that I could use your help with. And I've got something from Garby if you do.
Okay, what do I have to do?
There are a couple of questions about current and historical affairs that I still need to answer. Here we go. What was the name of the late King Oswin's father? Okay, question 2. What is the current name of the Goblin Ball Stadium? Great. Question 3. The Crown Prince of Petrard, Phineas Pomp, is the son of... And last one. Mega Rock superstar Vlad Extreme plays what kind of instrument? Okay, that's all the questions. Thanks so much for your help, Lil. Here, take this. It's from Garby.
I shouldn't trust me. I don't even know if I got half those right.
Oh, Diddums, my trusty valet, we've been so displaced by the war.
Yes, Mum, we have.
It simply must stop by any means necessary.
The means necessary to stop war must at all times be relentless, Mum.
How true, Diddums. Mark Goblin Twain, correct?
No, Mum, his cousin Egbert.
Hello there, Lil.
Seamus McGoblin, what brings you and your family to the docks?
Oh, we live here now. Things got a bit tight after the war started, so we had to relocate. It's not the prettiest or safest place to live.
But...
No, but this place is awful.
Well, at least you're all together, right?
Oh, not so. One of our boys, teeny Tom McGoblin, was lagging behind when we fled, so we had to hurry along without him. He should be arriving in the sprawl any day now. If you're working the gate, would you mind not giving him too much trouble and let him in?
I might be inclined to let him in, for a price.
I live in a shanty town at the docks with my entire family. What could I possibly have to give you?
Your paint buckets?
I had to sell those to afford the shanty, and now I can't even decorate it. Life is hard for the McGoblin clan.
Step right up, folks, and take your turn at being a winner. Find the queen and uncover a royal prize. How about you, young lady? Care to be a winner?
Simon, it's me, Lil. Lamont says he's stuck at work and won't be able to meet up with you.
Hey, Uncle Fredo, she's made me. What do I do?
Just play it cool and act like you've never seen her before.
Sorry, ma'am, who I'm gonna act like I've never seen before. Would you care to play a game that's almost guaranteed to make you a winner?
Are you trying to con me, Simon?
Uncle Fredo?
Never admit you're running a con.
I've got something from Garby for you, but I can't just give them to you. You'll have to play for them.
All right, what's the hustle?
It's not a scam at all, ma'am. All you need to do is find the queen. She's one of the 3 cards you see in front of you. Just keep your eye on the prize. Where's the queen? Congratulations! You found the queen, you won the jackpot.
You're making it too easy.
Since I'm stuck here, could you be a pal and make sure Isla knows about Lamont not showing up? She's gonna be crushed.
Why, hello, my dear. I'm just coming home from a long night tending the apple orchards. It's almost harvest season, and it couldn't come at a better time with the food shortage. Will you let me pass? I've got the first apples of what looks to be a very fruitful harvest. Tee-hee! Just a little gardening humor, dear. I'm using them to make a delicious pie. It's my absolute favorite recipe from my absolute favorite cookbook. See?
Oh man, I could sure go for a homemade apple pie.
Well, my dear, the trick is the pie doesn't actually have any apples in it at all.
Oh, well then what are the apples for?
I'm afraid that's a family secret. I'll share a secret with you. This is no ordinary apple. It's a magic wishing apple.
Wishing apple?
Yes, one bite and all your wishes come true. Would you like to take it?
No thanks. I've got this thing about taking food from strangers.
What a clever little girl you are.
I don't mean to be rude, but are you a witch?
Oh, oh, my dear. It's not rude at all. Of course I'm a witch. It would be rather dangerous being out all alone if I wasn't a witch, wouldn't it? Most people just assume I'm a witch, but it's nice to be asked.
Cool. I've never met a witch before.
Haven't you? I wouldn't be so sure. You may have known a witch all your life and just not known it.
What witches in? Very good or very bad? I mean, you told me it's a good thing I didn't eat the apple, so I'm assuming you're bad, probably.
But my plans! My glorious, glorious plans! And my delicious pie!
You'll just have to take it somewhere else, sister.
Yeah, but we don't know what kind of witch she is. We know she's a witch.
It is the same little guardsman who admitted Scary Tree Monster in our previous encounter. I am here today to attend a meeting at your puny and horribly decorated city hall.
A knight?
I was successful in my bid to represent the constituents of Darkwood Forest on the outskirts of Kaladar. You are now looking at me, Scary Tree Monster. I ran unopposed and threatened to stomp and thwomp any who entered the race against me. It was a landslide.
That's good, but that's not what we meant.
No wonder you ran unopposed. I wouldn't want to get stomped and or thwomped either.
Smart kid.
Though, really, that's not how you...
In my new capacity as an elected official, I have been in communication with Councilwoman Ash and Lieutenant Stryker. They each have plans to use my newfound political capital to achieve their goals. So many options for Mayor Scary Tree Monster.
No wonder.
Wow, you've been busy. Making connections and getting to know all the people? Sounds exciting.
Yes. It has been quite an adjustment for Scary Tree Monster, but I am doing my best. It is quite stressful, though. You are wasting my precious time, tiny human gatekeeper. I should stomp and thwomp you. If this is the way the Sprawl treats visiting dignitaries, it is no wonder you have made such powerful enemies. I will go and lend my political and physical might to their cause against you.
I'm just chatting with you. Yes.
No one.
In my...
What?
Mayor Scary Tree Monster humbly accepts entry into the Sprawl.
Oh, well, that's very nice to hear.
To stomp and thwomp any who oppose his demands.
They're wandering off. Bye, zombies!
Oh, hi. You must be Lil. I was told to come to these gates so that I could be looked after by you. I'll be heading in now unless you need something else from me.
Yeah, why are you coming in?
So, who told you to come see me?
Aw, geez. It's kind of a top secret project I'm working on. I don't think I should say much more about it. It's on the up and up, but I'm afraid it's also pretty hush-hush.
Probably the dig thing.
Top secret? Whoa! And they sent you straight to me, eh? Yep, that sounds about right. I'm kind of the best guardsman on the force these days.
That's not what I was told.
What were you told?
I was told that you were trustworthy if a bit... Well, that's not important. I was told you were trustworthy.
Yeah, so you trust me to tell me what you've been told. So, tell me.
The GLA floated a plan to dig a tunnel under the outer walls to access essential supplies from the outside. I'm here to get the project started.
Haha, got you to tell me. Probably should let you in.
Wait a minute. Didn't I see you at the GLA? The whole traitor in our midst thing?
Yep, that was me. I always seem to get pulled into those lineups. One of the downsides of being a mole person.
Yeah, I never really understood the whole mole being a spy thing either.
Nobody knows, and it really hurts my feelings.
That's terrible. From now on, I'll make it my mission to use mole only to refer to mole people, or actual moles, not traitors or spies.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Now you have fun with your mission of the dig site.
I'll be off to take care of this top secret assignment. Thanks, kid. I knew I was right to come to your gate.
Yeah, I totally didn't get the information out of your mouth.
Hello. Holy hell! You are actually a nightmare come to life.
Is it the belt?
What? No.
Is it the knife and the hockey mask?
And the knife glove. Yes.
Are you sure it's not the belt? Because I have a big job interview today, and I don't want anything to ruin it.
It's not the belt.
Nothing X-ray rise on you.
Yep, there's your problem right there. Looks like you got a demonic hex on your heart. Gonna be hard to get rid of that bugger. Seems to be written in a different language, so we're gonna need foreign parts to fix her.
Oh, I don't want it removed. It gives me the unnatural strength and endless stamina I need to hunt down camp counselors in the woods at night.
Well, I'm just gonna read that. Don't mind me.
Did you just decode the hex on my heart without asking me?
Yes.
Oh, I guess I did. I'm sorry.
That's a little presumptuous.
I don't have to read it if you don't want me to.
No, go ahead. I'm curious what it says myself.
It translates to, if this hex is read out loud, the cursed shall return to whence they came.
Wait, on second thought, no!
Intero? Ubi infernum sum.
Hey, I remember you. How have things been? Well, this has been one for the books.
We got a call there may or may not be something strange going on in your general vicinity.
Who are you now?
Ghost finders.
What items do you have on you?
This is the official Ghostometer 3000, the latest in ghost finding technology.
Takes a lot of power to use. This baby burns through power crystals at a pretty good clip.
Cool. Can I see it in action?
If you have a power crystal you want to use, I can show you how it works.
Here, chuck this in your Ghostometer 3000.
An actual mage-grade power crystal? Whoa, these are kind of rare. Truthfully, I've never actually tried this before with one of these.
What the heck? I say go for it.
Do it. Do it.
Okay,
I'm going to die.
Here goes.
But do it. Do it.
Oh my god! There's a ghost right behind you!
Nice try, kid. You gotta wake up pretty early to get the jump on the ghost finders.
Take a look for yourself if you don't believe me.
Oh my god! A ghost!
Ah! Let's get out of here!
My hour is almost come.
Alas, poor ghost.
Pity me not, but lend thy serious hearing, revenge my foul and most unnatural murder.
Murder? Who done it?
That villainous mage Tyronius Athanatos.
How?
With juice of cursed Hebenon in a vial, and in the porches of mine ears did pour the leprous distillment.
He poured poison in your ear? That's a really weird way to kill someone.
Remember me.
Whoa, I knew that Tyronius was no good, but this is another level.
It is imperative that you invite me in. The sun is coming up. After our last interaction, you know, the one where you wasted my evening counting that infernal bag of rice, I met my lovely bride, Myrna, who now waits for me with a group of our close friends and family to tie the knot in the vampire crypt. Please, invite me in for eternal love's sake.
It just sounds so creepy when you ask me to invite you in. Like every human instinct tells me not to. Just give me more to work with, Heine.
Heinrich. Well, Lil, as you may or may not know, in addition to being a vampire, yes, I said it, I am a chiropractor for creatures of the night. We feel pain too. Good lumbar support is rare these days. Well,
I wish to continue to be a pillar of my community. I wish to marry the love of my life, Myrna, and we hope to start a family together someday.
Can vampires be dads?
I mean, I wasn't really looking to have the talk with you tonight.
Ack, not what I meant. I think I've got enough to go on now.
Finally, I can still make it!
Steve, what should I do? Let the vampire in to get married or not let him in? No answer. What's the worst that could happen?
Don't make me regret this, Heinrich. I invite you into the sprawl to get creepy married.
You have just completely redeemed yourself, Lil. My love, I'm coming.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Chuck.
Hi, Lil. Sorry to bother you so late, but Desdemona has something to discuss with you.
What's the story with the new bling?
It was a gift from Tyronius on behalf of the Mages Guild to keep me safe.
Tyronius has been giving me big bad guy energy since level 1. I would ditch that amulet immediately.
That is for me to decide. Lil, I have something I need to tell you.
Desi, I know we talked about this, but are you sure? Lil's done a lot for us.
I am not having this conversation again. It is entirely inappropriate what you've been put through. That is why tomorrow will be your last guard shift.
This is what I've been saying. But, we're at war. I've been doing a good job, I think. I feel like in lots of little ways have been, I don't know, changing the course of fate.
Yes, you have indeed. You've changed them for the worse. This is why a child should not be in charge of anything.
Desi, sure, she's a kid. And no, it's probably not fair. But she's proven she's more than meets the eye plenty of times. You were the reason I asked her to uncover the spy in the GLA.
True as that may be, it's time she was relieved of her duty.
Honestly, thank you. I agree. But my dad's out there fighting. I think I can still...
Listen to me. I have made my decision. Tomorrow will be your final shift. We will not suffer those who speak against the Queen of the Sprawl.
Desdemona, listen to yourself.
I will not be spoken to like that by a filthy... I'm sorry. I'm under so much pressure. I need to lie down. I don't feel quite like myself right now. Lil, I'm sorry, but it's almost time for the end. Chuck, take me home.
I'm sorry too, Des.
Good night.
the already spread-thin guard force is calling it the worst night of, and I quote, creepy shit they've ever seen on St. Swithin's Day. And that's saying a lot. So if you see any of the few guards trying their darndest to keep things together inside our fair city walls, just go up and give them a hug, because Po Buddy's nerfect. I'm sorry, there appears to be a typo in that last statement. You're listening to The Morning Crawl, where we won't be playing any of today's top hit music because we will be keeping all frequencies clear in the event of an emergency broadcast. This is Dodger, signing off alone because all of my animal co-hosts were turned into food rations.
Hey, a letter arrived from Dad.
Dear Lil, I haven't received your last letter yet. I really could have used the pick-me-up. Things are getting really hectic here. Everyone is busy getting ready for the upcoming naval battle. Even though I don't have any training at all, I'm getting stationed on one of the attack boats on the front lines. But don't worry, I overheard the Admiral say that there may be a plan brewing to unleash a ferocious sea monster, if they can find one. But they'll have to make sure there aren't allies in the water when they do. So that sounds like a plan, right? I don't really know what's in store for me, but I'm doing my very best so I can get home, and we can finally get our lives back on the right track. Wish me luck. I think I'll need it this time. Love, Dad.
I guess all the fighting has disrupted the postal service? Oh, the humanity!
I heard the news this is your last shift down here at the shed.
It sure is. I may not always get 4 stars, but I think I've been pulling my weight around here. Seems pretty weird to pull me off duty, just as everything seems to be at an all-time level of terrible.
Speaking of things being terrible, let's make sure you're all stocked up for your shift. Are you sure you've got everything you need? I've got a big walk to the east gate ahead of me.
Thanks for everything, Garby.
Oh, hi, it's me, Kelly. I remember you from the wedding. You didn't want Monty's soup. Can't blame you. If I didn't work there, I wouldn't want it either. I've got a wagon full of food for my boss to help with the whole people dying of starvation thing.
Whoa, your wagon is full of rotten food.
Well, it wasn't rotten when I picked it up 2 weeks ago.
That's really not great. I didn't know Monty's was part of the war effort.
Oh, yeah, we have been slammed at Monty's lately. What with all the food rationing, we're running out of soup. I had to go all the way to the Monty's in Caladar to get supplies. Heck of a trek for a Cyclops in heels.
Wow, that's a long walk.
You're telling me. The whole journey took me almost 2 weeks. Luckily, they gave me this cart to carry all the food in. Otherwise, I don't know what I would have done.
We don't want 2 weeks.
What kind of food did you get?
I don't know. Stuff for soup? I didn't ask too many questions. They seemed to know what we needed. Anyway, my manager gave me a list. Here, take a look.
I understand. I get the same from my bosses here at the gate. I don't ask too many questions, mostly because I don't think they know the answers.
Amen, honey.
No offense, I don't want rotten food, so go away. Shoo.
Hey, kid, I don't gotta take this from you, too. I get enough of this kind of treatment from Monty. You want to deal with this food, then do it. I'm out of here.
Well, well, well. Well, 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 well. If it isn't the plucky little guardsman who set me up with her pal the princess, only to pull the wool over my eyes and ruin my wedding day. Yes, I remember you. Well.
What you want?
Personal feelings aside, I was sorry to hear that this dreadful war has all but ruined your precious kingdom. Much in the same way that you ruined my precious wedding day.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you have at least some sympathy. Maybe Petrard can intervene and stop the war?
Maybe we can. Maybe we can. It will take some pretty convincing from Queen Desdemona, I should imagine, but maybe we can help.
What you want?
Oh, this war has not left Petrard untouched. Have you ever heard of supply chains? Well, let me tell you, those things are touchy. Turns out that battles happening near our borders have ruined supply chains of food heading to Petrard. Much in the same way that you ruined my wedding day.
So it's in your best interest to stop the war.
Oh, absolutely. This war isn't helping anyone. But if I know anything about the art of profiteering, it's hurting you more than us. And I bet I can turn this into a win for Petrard.
Buddy, what do you want?
I've been standing outside these gates for ages now, trying to work up the courage to come in. I was absolutely crushed when the princess left me at the altar. For months now, people keep coming up to me and saying things like, "Keep your chin up, little buddy, and if you want to cry, you just go ahead." It's so embarrassing.
If you want to cry, just go ahead.
Fine.
Once again, it is up to Prince Phineas to save the day.
It has never been up to you to save anything.
Au contraire, small child. History books, here comes Phineas.
Good luck.
Hail, Groundwalker. I am Marabella.
Hi, I'm Lil. Anything else?
I don't know. I've never been above water before. You lead the way. My father's trident and a symbol of his power, passed down from generation to generation by all the great rulers of Bubbletown. An artifact that inspires our people, that fills us with hope and joy. With this trident, we will find no equal in battle.
Wait, no equal in battle? That sounds horrible.
That is pretty cool. I'm gonna add it to my collection of thingamabobs.
But without it, my people's spirit will be crushed. Would you reconsider?
Yes.
That does make sense. Fine, you keep it. Okay, what you doing here, Marabella?
I have an official message from the leaders of my people. This is an official notice that the thalassocracy of...
The what now?
Thalassocracy. It's the word used for an empire that is primarily made up of maritime or seaborne areas.
Huh, learned a new word today. Continue.
Okay. The thalassocracy of Bubbletown is committed...
Sorry, one more time. Bubbletown?
Uh-huh, that's the name of my thalassocracy.
Bubbletown. Got it. On you go.
Okay. The thalassocracy of Bubbletown is committed to the defense of the sprawl. That's the end.
That's wonderful news. A new ally in our hour of need? Oh, thank you, good Marabella of Bubbletown, for your message. Are you a warlike people?
Well, we don't like it, but we are quite good at it. We used to be a peaceful people, skilled more in song and art, but we lost our song many years ago, and now we know only war.
Oh, that's rather sad.
Maybe I could teach you?
As powerful as my people are with their nets and tridents, I think our most powerful weapon was our song. It could move the ocean itself, but we have lost it. Legend has it that our song has been sealed away somewhere secure, and one day it will be recovered. But where or when that is remains a mystery to me.
Well, if you're not powerful, go away.
Sorry, Marabella. It's looking like you're not going to be drafted today.
Very well. The mer people of Bubbletown will sit this battle out. We wish you strength in the fight to come. And remember, if you ever see a swell of water crash onto the shore, think of us mer people and simply...
Wave?
No. Shout hello as loud as you can. It's hard to hear you people down below.
This is the place. I got the call. I'm a mercenary. Your move, kid.
Sure.
Tools of the trade. You have yours, I have mine.
Yoink.
What? Aw, dang it.
Okay, what's your deal?
The deal is simple, kid. You let me in, and I will jumpstart your city's defenses and give your leadership precious information about your enemies.
Oh, cool.
Not so fast. You don't let me in, I'm taking the same info about the sprawl and selling it to the highest bidder.
Okay, come on in.
Not so fast. It'll cost you.
How much?
Well, that's up for negotiation.
How do I know you're not gonna take the money and run?
A Bangdalorian always keeps their word.
Whoa, that's a goofy name.
Grr, 2,000 gold. Want to play hardball, do you? Okay, fine. 500 gold.
Thank you for lowering the price.
Yeah, don't mention it.
No, really, it means a lot.
I said don't mention it. If people hear about this, I'll never make full price again.
My lips are sealed.
I'll assist your city with its defenses and provide enemy intel for the agreed upon price of 500 gold.
Here, take this contract to the castle. They'll settle up with you.
A pleasure doing business with you, kid.
Hi, Lil, it's me, Gary, also known as Magnus the Magnificent. Boy, me and Julian really pulled the wool over your eyes that day.
No, you didn't. The old two goblins in a trench coat routine? No one was fooled.
Oh, what a day that was. I don't know if you heard, but I'm well on my way to becoming a full-fledged member of the Mages Guild. Heading in right now to meet with my tutor, Master Tyronius Athanatos. He's not much for having a laugh, but he's taught me so much.
I heard that you were following your dream to become an actual mage. Good for you.
Thanks, Lil, but it's a lot harder than I thought it would be. Master Tyronius has already given me 2 warnings that I'm not a very good student, or apprentice as we're called in the guild. My magical skills have kind of plateaued. I got off to a promising start, but I don't know if I'm going to get any stronger. This is my wand. Julian mentioned he got something to help with my performance issues for my birthday, but you took it from him. I didn't think that sounded like you, but I trust Julian, so I've got to ask. Did you take the present Julian had for me?
Yeah.
Honestly, I did. He was bringing you a power crystal to put in your wand and it didn't look safe, so I confiscated it.
Will you give it to me now?
Sorry, Gary. It's just too dangerous for people to be wandering around with power crystals.
Too dangerous for everyone but you mean?
Well...
Forget it. Tyronius was right. You're nothing but a hypocritical smaggle. I'm out of here.
Avast, Petey! There blows a fine upstanding guardsman.
Upstanding guardsman,
We'll take our ship and blast our way through whatever scurvy barnacles are attacking the Sprawl's waterways. Yarr!
So, you're saying you'd like to be drafted?
Aye, aye, that's a much more concise way to say it, yarr. Yarr, I do like the cut of your jib, young scallywag. Take ye this, a tank of some of the fermenter's finest, to remember me by. Think of me when you're singing your pirate shanty.
I'm 12. But I'll take it for my dad when he gets home. Thanks for the grog.
Actually, it's an IPA.
Big juicy IPA.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't let you in with whiskey. No thanks. Drunk? Irish, we don't need drunk.
You're another disappointment for the saltiest scallywag to sail these seas. Captain Jane Pigeon. Come on, Petey, back to the ship we go.
Wallow in pity.
Hello, I'm here to join my family in the refugee camp at the docks.
Aww.
I love me dad and me mum and even me sister so much. Sometimes I feel like I could just burst when I see them. They all treat me with such kindness and help me when it's hard for me to get around. Sometimes dad lets me ride on his shoulders and I feel 10 feet tall. That's the truth. And I ain't hiding anything except for me knife I use for robbing elderly people. I love robbing elderly people. And I won't stop. I'll never stop. It gives me a thrill like nothing else does. I'll die before I stop. No elderly person is safe from me and me robbing knife.
Oh my god.
Oh no, robbery. Can I get you to drop the knife somewhere? Maybe I should just jail you. You're in the safe, but you're jailed.
Teeny Tom, you're going to jail for a long time.
Is this because I like to rob elderly people at knife point?
Yes.
Yes, 100%. That's the reason.
You don't know me? Over here stepping all up on me like a prison don't scare me. Bring it on.
Holy crap. You seem so harmless in your introduction.
That's called a ruse. See you on the outside in 5 to 10. I'm gonna get jacked on the inside.
We did him a favor and let his family in, and he's just in jail.
Hi. Is this where to sign up for the draft?
Yes, it is.
Wonderful.
This is a real stretch, but I wonder what kind of fish that is.
The sarcastic fringehead. These fish are exceptionally quarrelsome, often fighting for territory or turf. With their mithril teeth and dense bone structure, they are indeed deadly sea creatures.
I pictured all of that as narrated by David Attenborough. Cool.
Cute kitties, yeah. Let the deadly fish in. It does have the last name, so sure, we'll draft the deadly fish.
Okay, here's your paperwork. Welcome to the war effort.
Not me, remember? It's for the fish.
Got it. The fish is in.
You should see the look on your dumb face.
She looked like she was this close to peeing her pants.
You're not wrong.
Well, the surprise isn't even the surprise, Princess Pea Pants. Wait till you see.
Shh, don't spoil it.
Okay. Congrats on not having a job anymore. We're glad to have you back. Finally.
Yeah.
Well, the surprise isn't even the surprise, Princess.
Shh, don't.
Hey, Arda, mind if I write a quick letter to my dad?
Yeah, maybe later, Lil, okay?
Maybe later? No, I have to send him one now.
It can wait. Enjoy your party. And your surprise is over there by the fire. But first, I know you're just a kid, but I'll mix you up any drink you'd like, on the house, to celebrate everything you've been doing around here. What'll it be?
Me grog. More milk, I'll be a
Coming
good
right up.
boy. More alcohol. Okay.
I'm sure between my job at the city council and as an administrator with the Guard Corps, if the sprawl was on the verge of catastrophic collapse, from within and without, Mike Melroy would know about it.
I may be baked out of my gourd as per usual, but I'm telling you, I'm seeing bad omens everywhere. Something very bad is about to go down. Oh, Lil, congratulations! What a party! Are you having a good time?
Honestly, I am. I'm really feeling the love, Echo.
What's a love echo?
I'm gonna miss this.
I'm here to collect your badge and your gun.
What badge and gun?
No one gave you a badge and a gun? How the hell did you navigate your way through 11 levels without your badge and your gun?
There are plenty of ways to solve a problem without a gun.
But the badge, Lil. It's all in the badge.
I'm gonna miss this too.
Never got that I saw.
Magic lovers of the sprawl, please put your hands together for the one, the only, the Edward, the Great Magician! Alakazoo, Alakazee! By the beard of Bertram Bartleby the Bloated, I appear!
Edward, the official officiant!
It's the Edward, the Great Magician again! Come out of retirement to play one more preteen birthday party. How old are you today, little girl? I actually picked up a few tricks from a true blue real deal mage I met. Lil, I am small but nimble with a bushy tail. In trees I scale, never to fail. I gather my food and store it with care. Do you know what animal I am? Do you dare? That's right! A sparrow! Ta-da!
What? Sparrows don't have bushy tails, and since when do they scamper through trees?
When they're not flying, of course.
Yeah, Okay, you got me there, the Edward.
Do you have time for another? Well, I'll be here with my second trick when you're ready.
I think I'm fine.
There she is, my little guardsman.
Dad? What are you doing here? Oh, I missed you so much. What is going on?
You stopped writing letters. I got worried something had happened to you.
What could happen to me? I wasn't the one off fighting a war, remember?
Yeah, but you get some pretty tough customers coming through that gate. Sometimes if you try to whip them, or even just talk to them in the wrong way, it's game over. I got worried.
So they let you leave the war because you were worried about your daughter? I mean, shouldn't you be fighting in an epic naval battle right about now?
No, they didn't. And yes, I should be. But I couldn't stand being at war for a second longer. I was actually pretty instrumental in winning a couple of battles out there. I did some amazing things for a chubby, middle-aged guy. I think all because I was thinking about you and wanting to keep you safe.
Things have been hard and weird and creepy, but I'm so glad you're here. I feel like I can take on anything if you've got my back. And I'm glad you didn't die.
I'm glad I didn't die too.
I could die any day now.
This isn't about you, Mrs. Abernathy.
All right, Seamus.
I'll be up to tuck you in soon. We can figure out what the rest of our lives will look like in the morning.
I do hope you'll tell your father how good of a babysitter I've been while he's been away.
You were supposed to be looking after me?
I dressed you, I bathed you, I cooked you 3 square meals a day.
I've been here, alone, this whole time.
Then tell me this. Who have I been bathing, Lil? Who?
Take your meds, Mrs. Abernathy.
Question.
I've just received word that the Sprawl forces have successfully pushed back the enemy. While some of the invading forces still remain just outside of the Sprawl, the remainder of the Marvogian detachment has been defeated or is retreating. While it is still too soon to declare victory, things are finally trending in the right direction. You probably can't tell by my voice, but I am very happy. We will be keeping this channel clear for further updates.
Well, that's great to hear. Maybe things can finally start to get back to normal. Hey, you two. Welcome to my bedroom, Cecil. Did you hear the news? We aren't going to be slaughtered by an invading army after all.
Sorry for the intrusion, but this is official business. I was sent by Queen Desdemona herself to retrieve the Chronometer 3000 device.
What does the Queen want with it?
It's not my job to know. I just know that the Queen ordered me to get it from you.
You mean the Queen that's definitely not acting like herself? The Queen that's almost acting like she's being mind-controlled by someone?
It's not my job to know about that either. My instructions are to bring you with me to the war room if you don't comply.
Then it sounds like I'm coming with you, Cece.
Don't call me that.
I'm coming too. I know you got fired, but does that mean I did too? Should I be at work right now?
Fine. Dad, suit up.
What makes you think I've got a suit?
Right. Let's go.
Ah, there she is, Your Majesty, Lilith, the Gate Guardsman.
Yes, Lilith. I see you chose not to simply hand over the Chronometer 3000 as requested.
No, she did not. Stubborn as a mule, gets it from her mother. And I'm her dad, Hamish. Hello, Your Majesty. I'm here to inquire about getting my gate guard gig back.
Silence.
Where's Chuck?
Who?
The Goblin Revolutionary is securely under lock and key on charges of treason against Her Majesty.
That's crazy.
That's enough. Lilith, the Chronometer 3000, hand it over now.
No.
No.
I beg your pardon?
Dr. B entrusted me with the Chronometer 3000 to test it out at the guard shed, so I could make sure that only the right people would make it into the sprawl.
A position you sullied with your own personal agenda and no longer hold. You do not need the chronometer any longer. Tyronius does.
I'm sorry, does that mean there's an opening?
How dare you interrupt Her Majesty, you useless, pathetic, nobody guardsman!
Hey, now! So I am still a guardsman.
Enough of this. Guards, lock the doors. They are not leaving until they hand over the Chronometer 3000.
It won't even work for you, dude. It's set to my life force or whatever. You need Dr. B to reprogram it.
Of course she'd do something like that. Unfortunately, the good doctor is indisposed. There was a small mishap at the dig site, and let's just say she fell to her death.
What? You killed Dr. B?
Well, she was hanging at the edge of that pit when I left her, so who can say?
Who can say indeed?
Your Majesty, are you hearing this? Desdemona, snap out of it!
She can't help you now, child. The Athanatos Amulet of Total Mental Sublimation is among the oldest magic in the world, and its spell is not easily broken. Only the power of true friendship can release the spell's hold.
Lil, help me. My friend.
What? I didn't know you two were friends. Shit. Okay. New plan? Give me the chronometer 3000 now, or I'll kill you.
Why do you even want the chronometer anyway? The Marvolk are defeated. We won. What could you have done to get a better outcome?
The Sprawl needs an alliance with either of these two kingdoms. If we combine our resources with one of these superpowers, we would be able to promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization. An alliance will secure the economic prosperity of the Sprawl for generations to come.
Wait, did I get the boring economics lesson ending? What the hell kind of crap is this?
It's not boring, it's ingenious. There are some really exciting ways the Sprawl's industrial development could blossom with either the scientific advancements of Petra's energy sector or through Marvog's reach and influence within the trade caravans.
Industrial development? Blossoming? This is the worst ending! Just go ahead and kill me.
Lil, I feel like I'm dropping the ball as the adult in the room. Should I be interjecting more?
Yes.
Shh.
At the very least, it will be exciting for the rich and powerful. Of course, we may have to exterminate a few non-human races here or there in order to fulfill our true potential.
Aren't you non-human? You have elf ears.
There's the villain speech I was expecting.
Once I have the chronometer, all I have to do is go back in time and kill the leader of the Goblin Liberation Army before he can interrupt the wedding ceremony.
I can't let you do this!
You can't kill Chuck. He's my hero.
I thought I was your hero, you good-for-nothing little worm. Feel my wrath.
Wait, Master, don't! Oh no! Lil, please! Tell Julian
Gary! No! Dad, let's get out of here.
But the doors and the guards.
I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but hold my hand.
There it is, the chronometer 3000. Give it to me!
What happened? Where am I? The palace. Oh, the wedding! But it's not the same. Desdemona's gonna marry Praetor Kargan, and there's that bastard Tyronius, and he's got my chronometer. What is he gonna do?
I now pronounce you married. You may now kiss.
Oh my god, Dad! No! No, 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 no!
I've been pincushioned with arrows a few times in my day. Ugh, but this time they hit something important. To think I've lived through a whole war only to die at a wedding.
Dad? Don't do this to me. This can't be happening. Dad, please, come back.
Drat. Even without that infernal goblin interfering, things still escalate. This won't do at all. Oh well, off to another timeline with more favorable variables.
Oh God, what? Dad, you're alive!
What? I'm unarrowed? What's going on?
I don't have time to explain.
I'm sorry, I'm inconveniencing you?
I've got no time for another tutorial. Go get something to eat.
Whatever you say, kiddo.
Ouch! What is that? Some kind of force field? I can't get anywhere close to Tyronius while it's up. Maybe there's someone who could help me disable it. Can I borrow your glasses?
No.
Okay then. Articulus, I need your help. You see that necromancer by the altar?
I didn't until you pointed him out. How very strange.
Well, he's protected by a force field. Do you have a spell or something that could help me with that?
I know spells that might work, but I'm not technically licensed to cast it.
This is a matter of life and death. Spill it.
Okay, fine. There is a loophole. If the ancient elven hymn Et Fici Pulmentum in Brachus is being performed, my license increases by 3 levels. Then I'd have no problem casting the spell for you.
What does the title of that elvish song mean?
No one knows.
I'll see what I can do. Excuse me, but do you take requests? Would you be able to sing Et Fici Pulmentum in Brachus?
Ah, a true connoisseur. No problem.
Do you hear that?
Ah, I can feel the prohibitive and arbitrary restrictions placed on my spellcasting fading away.
Now I've got you.
You meddlesome little smaggle. I should have done this long ago.
I guess I got excited. I can't go one-on-one with him. I need some backup.
What are we doing up here?
I don't have time to explain, but...
No problem.
See that necromancer-looking guy?
It's on.
Gary, you're still good in this timeline.
How nice of you to say.
I need your help. See that necromancer by the altar?
I didn't until you pointed him out. How very strange.
Well, he's protected by a force field. Do you have a spell or something that could help me with that?
I'm pretty new at this, but I should have something. I just don't have enough mana stored up to cast it. But... Oh, I shouldn't say.
This is a matter of life and death. Spill it.
Okay, fine, but you didn't hear it from me. The secret ingredient in Monty's soup is narcotics-grade pixie dust. That's why everyone around here is so obsessed with it. It's really not all that great.
And
narcotics-grade pixie dust is a favorite of students at the Mages Guild because it gives them a major mana boost. Get me some soup, and I should be able to execute the spell.
Would have been just as well off flushing a ton of gold bars down the toilet, if you ask me.
Thanks for choosing Monty's, home of the soup.
I've got it.
That's some good I'm brimming with mana now, baby. At least, I hope that's what I'm brimming with. Here goes nothing.
Hey, bounty hunter.
Yes?
Give me that blaster I know you got on ya.
Why should I?
It's for the good of the city.
That doesn't really appeal to me.
Thanks for choosing.
Give me that blaster.
What?
I'll pay you a lot of gold. Later.
Sounds good.
Again, despite your humble background, lovely work planning this wedding.
I now pronounce you.
This won't do.
What are we doing up here?
I don't have time to explain.
No problem.
See that necromancer?
It's all.
Echo!
I didn't until you pointed.
Well, he's protected by a force field.
I'm an old wizard.
This is a
Okay, fine. I need a shard of pure ice to complete this here magical elixir.
You're drinking what looks like a glass of straight vermouth.
That's right.
Ice for your drink.
Absolutely.
I got.
Cheers, Lil. Now for the spell.
Now I've got.
How's
You can.
I guess Dad can't take him down unarmed.
What are we doing up here?
I don't.
No problem.
See that necromancer?
Oh, that.
I'm on it.
Would have been just as.
I'm a famous art. Renowned art critic Gil. That's good, right?
I now pronounce.
This won't.
What are we doing up here?
I don't have.
Nope.
See.
Oh.
I'm.
Wait, you're burying him? How's that happening?
Hey! Give me.
What? Sound.
Thanks for choosing.
I've got.
That's.
Dad, now!
How's this for being a useless, pathetic nobody?
You continue.
Don't even think about it.
Why, you.
Now, Lil.
Not before I go back.
No!
Is that who you marry if you don't accept anyone? Wonder.
Lil,
What, Dad? I just had.
do you want the long version or the short version?
Don't be cute. I remember we were back in time.
And before I could even blink, we were right back where we started, in the war room with the princess. Except Tyronius wasn't there, and you were unconscious. You've been in bed for a week. You've been muttering some very strange stuff. A scary tree monster became a mayor? Ridiculous.
Tyronius wasn't there? What happened to him? And the war? And Desdemona?
There's someone waiting to see you who might do a better job of filling you in than me.
Hello, Lil.
Desdemona? You're being mind controlled by Tyronius. You need to listen to me.
It's really me. I'm not under Tyronius' spell anymore.
You're not wearing his amulet anymore. Did you know that it was allowing him to control your mind?
No, I wasn't aware of that when he gave it to me.
And that a spell could only be broken by true friendship. And then you started to break free because I was your true friend. So are we like besties now?
Again, I don't recall any of this. As far as I remember, he tried to grab the chronometer from you, then in a flash of light, he was gone. There hasn't been a trace of him or the device since.
Is there a chance he still has it? Is he back in time right now, messing things up even more?
It's doubtful. From what we understand from Dr. B's notes, once a chronometer has been synced to an individual's life force, it can prove disastrous to anyone else who tries to meddle with it.
So, Dr. B, she's really...
Yes. Unfortunately, she remains dead. When you reappeared without the chronometer, we lost the ability to go back and fix things, including the terrible things I may have said or done while under his control. I'm so sorry. Can you ever forgive me?
Of course I can. You weren't you. I can only imagine what it would have been like to be under that creep spell.
Thank you, Lil.
And can you forgive me, Your Majesty, for forgetting to tell you how grateful we are, allowing me to return to my post, and for personally taking such good care of Lil this week?
Of course, Hamish. But the Sprawl is grateful to your daughter, Lil, for all she has sacrificed to save it.
But the war! Has it changed? Tyronius said that he was going back to kill Chuck and...
Chuck is alive and well, thanks to you. And our forces remain victorious. Since our victory, a number of the mages that were loyal to Tyronius have disappeared into hiding, but a few of the good ones have come forward and revealed that many of their ranks were working against Tyronius in secret. And with the war won and Tyronius out of the way, they rallied together and declared Echo their new leader.
Well, that's great news. Echo is the best choice for the job. So, what now?
What do you mean, what now?
Well, do you need me to unmask a goblin spy, work the night shift, harass any of your advisors?
Lil, don't you get it? It's over. You don't have to do any of that anymore. Let the grown-ups do their jobs. Besides, I don't want you to be a guardsman anymore. I'd like you to just be my friend.
That sounds good to me.
Join me at the palace once you're feeling up to it. I'll have the kitchen cook up some tacos.
Finally!
Talk about fancy friends. She seems nice. I'd love to spend the day with you, but I've got a shift down at the guard shed. You can do whatever you want. Chill. Go play. Have that childhood you keep talking about. Or, join me for another shift.
Well, one more shift couldn't hurt, could it?
Without the burden of Tyronius' amulet affecting her judgment, Desdemona became a great, kind, and fair ruler to the Sprawl. Although the city was battered, it would not be broken, and her rule ushered in an unprecedented era of prosperity and innovation. The Queen and her royal consort Chuck made the brave choice to undergo couples counseling to work through the fallout from Desdemona's actions while under Tyronius's control. After a long absence from the public eye, the couple was spotted walking in the Garden District, holding hands and laughing. Soon after the Sprawl's victory, the Goblin Liberation Army was officially disbanded. It wasn't needed anymore. The Queen promoted a number of its leaders into positions in the City Council and the Guard Corps, and barring a few minor incidents, a more tolerant version of the Sprawl seems to be blossoming. On the final day of the war, a power-hungry Tyronius used the wicket on his 3 rival advisors. Thankfully, he was confused by the contraption and accidentally denied them instead of sending them to the dungeon. Ousted, they walked to the nearest tavern outside of the Sprawl and began to plot how to overthrow Tyronius and save the Queen. It wouldn't be necessary in the end, as Lil did their jobs for them again, but the act of plotting over drinks really brought the trio together. Councilwoman Ash's power on the City Council waned after the Sprawl's victory. As a result of the newly appointed non-human council members, she received a number of reprimands for her outdated and offensive attitudes towards goblins. She has been seen meeting with a number of wealthy and powerful merchant families in recent days, but her full intentions are not yet clear. After the war, Lieutenant Stryker tried to relax. She failed. Malcolm disappeared, as did a not insignificant sum from the palace treasury. Meanwhile, rumors out of Fireball Canyon tell of a new circus, the most outrageous and lavish circus the world has ever seen. The rumors also tell of its charismatic ringleader and the fish he wears on his belt. Dr. Beatrix von Matterhorn's body was never recovered. Since her presumed death, Lil has been having the most vivid dreams of Dr. B, traveling through alternate versions of the Sprawl. In these dreams, the lost scientist seems to be trying to tell her something, but Lil can never remember exactly what it is upon waking. Lil and Hamish continue to live above the Twisted Sisters Tavern. They were able to purchase new furniture and a second outfit, thanks to a gift from the palace for Lil's role in saving the world. Lil continued to cover for her dad at the guard shed, and he continued placing bets on Goblin Ball games. Customer surveys indicate that Lil has become somewhat better at the job.
What about old Echo the Wanderer, you ask? Well, that's me. I'll continue to chronicle the happenings of the Sprawl, from the migration of the birds to the illegal fish fights down at the docks. So remember, when you get a snoot full of pungent peace blossom in your nose, I'll be there. When you overorder pizza at your place of business and people are invited to take some home, I'll be there. And when the next calamity threatens the lives of the good people of the Sprawl, I'll be there.
Yes, I did the game, so.